Namaste. In this video, we will look at variance threshold. It is a feature selection technique using which we can remove the redundant columns. And redundant columns are basically the columns which may have a constant value in all the values of that particular column, or it may have a particular value in most of the row values, or it may have values that are different but are very close to each other. So those columns don't offer much information to a model, and they are basically noise columns which are only adding a level of complexity to a model. So we should better get rid of them. So by removing those features, we can make our predictions better. We can shrink the training times because lesser features mean faster model building, and we can also reduce our chances of overfitting because we are removing the noise features. Now, variance threshold, the scikit-learn implementation, works only with the numerical features. They technically, the mathematically speaking, they look at the variability in the feature, that is the variance of that particular feature, and they test it against a threshold value. And if it is less than the threshold value, it will discard that column. Otherwise, it will keep that column. Now, this can be seriously affected by the scale of the features. So we must do feature scaling before applying variance threshold. Now this can be useful after doing one hot encoding, because we may have a lot of features after doing one hot encoding, and a few features may have very low variances, and this particular variance threshold can catch those features. Now let us look at an example. We'll be looking at the arrhythmia dataset, and I've taken it from the UCI machine learning repository. It doesn't have any column names, so I'm specifying header is equal to none. So all the column names were 0 until 279, and just to give it a more feel of a feature like name, I'm appending a string of f to them. So it is f0 f1, so it feels like a feature name now. And the missing values are encoded as question marks in the dataset, so I'm telling pandas that this thing. Now let us look at the shape of the dataset. It is 452 rows by 280 columns. Now, what is a constant feature? A constant feature is basically one which has a constant value in all the row values. So this particular column has 1000 ones. So let us look at the variance. It is 0. Now let us look at an example which doesn't have 1000 ones, but which has, say, 991 ones, 0.95 5 times, and 1.05 4 times. Let us look at the variance of this. It is also a very small quantity, because because these values are very close to each other, right? 1, 0.95 and 1.05. So if I make it, say, 10.5, let us look at the variance. It becomes 0.359. So this has shot up the variance just by changing 1.05 to 10.5, and that is the importance of feature scaling. Now let us segregate the data into the feature vector and the labels. The labels, we have a multi-class problem in this case. Let us look at the total missing values in the dataset. We have 408 missing values in the dataset. Now let us segregate the data into training and testing, because we should only do all the feature selection techniques on the training dataset and then pass on those results to the testing dataset to avoid data leakage. So since we have missing values, I'll be imputing them with the KNN imputer. So I'm fitting x1, the training dataset x1, on the KNN object that I created here, and then fitting and then transforming the x1 and x2 using that object, right? So these x1 underscore t and x2 underscore t, they don't have any missing values. Now I'm scaling them using minmax scaler so that all of them now have values between 0 and 1 only, right? Now is the time to use variance threshold. So by default, the threshold value is 0.0. If we check the documentation, it is 0.0, right? So if we let it be 0.0, and if we fit and transform the training set upon this and check the shape of it, it is 256 columns, and originally x1 underscore t had 279 columns. So even by doing nothing, even by just removing the constant columns, we are trimming down 23 columns, right? And if we get a little more aggressive and keep a threshold of 0.01, then we'll be left with 154 columns. So we are weeding out 125 quasi-constant and constant columns, right? So this is now a much better, much leaner data set. Now if we do a vt.get support, this will give us an array of all the trues and falses. True means the column was retained and false means the column was discarded. Okay, so let us look at this false column. Why was it false? So if we look at this afterwards, so for the third column, these were the values. Now they may look different right now, but they are very close to each other, and hence the variance is very small value, less than 0.01, and hence this column was removed. Okay. Now we can transform the x2 underscore t, that is a test set. So now the test set also has 154 columns, and you see we are doing a dot transform on this, which means that we are learning which columns to remove based upon the training set only using fit transform, and then discarding the columns in the test set using the transform. Now let us write this succinctly using a pipeline. So the first step of the pipeline will be the KNN imputer. We will be imputing the missing values first, then scaling the values to be between 0 and 1. Now this is pipe without the variance threshold, so we will just comment this out, and the last step will be random forest classifier. Okay, now let us do a cross validation on this and see the scores. We can ignore this warning message. Now without using the variance threshold, that is on all the 279 columns, we are getting an accuracy of 72.86%. Now if we use the variance threshold, that is if we use the third step as variance threshold of 0.01, that is if we use only the 154 columns. Now let us see what the scores we get. So we get a mean score of 73.4. So you see, by removing 125 redundant columns, we are able to increase our predictions accuracy by, if not a huge amount, but at least a little amount, we are able to increase our accuracy. So this is all about variance threshold, and you should seriously consider this option if you have, say, hundreds or thousands of columns, and possibly not all the columns will be informative. So we can weed out the non-informative columns using this quick and dirty method.